Let me see. Hey, Instagram. How are you doing? Hey, YouTube. Cool to have you guys on. And Facebook is saying trying to connect. So let's see if it's actually that's what I want to talk about today. Hey, as usual, do let me know where you're tuning in from. And I want to basically share a very quick but interesting message about specifically this topic. So let me just see if everything is actually working correctly. Bear with me one moment. Do let me know where you're tuning in from. I think I have a little bit of a delay on my side at the moment, but I think it is working. If you can hear me properly, do very feel very free to send me some love hearts. Bear with me one moment. Do let me know where you're. Hey, we've got Aman in the house. Really cool. How's your homework doing? Okay, cool. So I have a little bit of a delay on my side, I can see, but I just want to be short and snappy today and give you guys a special message. And actually, um, what I want to share with this video is for you to really understand that whatever it is that you put your mind to, you can achieve. And hey, we've got Paul in the house. Very cool to have you here. Hey, Nazia, how are you doing? Long time no see. We need some catching up shortly. But basically, like whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve. And not always is everybody aware of this fact. And a lot of the time, as people, as critical individuals, we tend to underestimate ourselves, and we sometimes put boundaries upon ourselves in a way that it can really limit you, in a way that it can really make you not achieve your full potential. And that's a pity, because if you truly understand the specialness of you as a human being, the specialness of your spirit, the ability that the brain even has, right? All these different things. There are so many things that you as a human are capable of, as long as you put your mind to it. And the reason why I wanted to share specifically this topic today is because of the program that I have been running today. The first day is just finished. Right now, it's crazy times in Amsterdam. We're just saying Aman is watching right now on Instagram. But basically, we've been running the first day of the business and lifestyle makeover. And literally, what this guy, you guys will see him tomorrow on the live as well. What he has been doing over just the space of one day is really crazy. Crazy in terms of how much we have been able to do, and like completely rebranded the full business, completely have a full plan of how, how you can most effectively be able to reach out to a lot of people and help people in this very specific area that he is very capable of. You guys will learn more about that tomorrow. But also being able to fully customize the journey that you can have with people. And this may sound a little bit funny right now because I'm talking about it really quick, but basically what it means is this: if you are in this line of business, right? If you are wanting to be able to help a lot of people, as well as allow yourself to be able to build a lifestyle where you have a lot of freedom and where you can basically do what you want when you want it, and monetize that journey of helping people. If you're into that business, then you know that ultimately the one thing that you need to be able to do this effectively, the one thing that you need in order to be able to do this in a way that you can make a lasting impact, is if you come from a place of service. If you come from a place of genuinely caring about the people that you're wanting to help. And ultimately, that could be all people, that could be like the whole wide world that you're wanting to serve. And if you really understand that that is the true purpose of, of entrepreneurship, that is the true reason and core behind how you can really help and build a relationship with a lot of different people. If you understand that that is the thing, then you also understand that whenever you are on this mission to be able to help people, and you are on this mission to make a big impact in the shortest space of time, that with that mission and with putting that up in a certain way that hmm, in a way that you can communicate this to a lot of different people at the same time, then that is your way to build this freedom lifestyle for yourself. And what I mean by communicating with a lot of different people at the same time is basically funded on the principles that as humans, we're all very different. We're all very different at communication. You may have noticed, for example, that when I talk, I do a lot of this with my hands. I'm very like, my hands are moving a lot around. That is the type of personality that comes with a person who's very visually based. And that's just one type of personality that there is. There's a lot of different ones as well. There's also people who are very audio based, and there are people who are very feeling based. And if you, as an entrepreneur specifically, but also as a content creator, as an influencer, as a person who just wants to make a big impact with the message, if you understand that there's different ways of communication of people, and if you understand that because there is this difference, that in order for you to be able to cater for a lot of different people, it is very important to have the variety in the way how you bring your message and to come at it from a lot of different angles, that you can be able to put this message forward to a lot of different people at the same time. Then it also becomes important to put these different forms of communication in place in a way that you can, let's say, automize that journey. And so the way what this guy has been doing over just this one day is being able to build this message in a very efficient way and to be able to reach out to a lot of people at the same time. And so what's the true, the true cool thing about this and about running this program as well is that whenever you're able to see someone who has an immensely strong program, an immensely strong message that can literally transform so many lives, to be able to see then how that message can literally change so many lives at the same time. And I'm actually a little bit speechless at this moment, like not the fact just that it's quite late right now, but just the fact that it continuously amazes me, even though I've been doing this for like a number of years right now, the fact that on a regular basis, you're able to meet people, inspire people, and then see people turn the beauty that they have inside into something that they can reach out to a lot of people with on a massive scale. And then by means of putting that in place, kind of kind of impress themselves and see like, wow, I can do something like this, or basically see something that you like, obviously me doing this for quite some time, knowing like what are the different steps to be able to automate a business, but to then be able to see that someone can literally transform the gift that they have into a way that it can light up so many more hearts. And then in that process sometimes have the spark in the eye. I don't know exactly how, like I'm a little bit lost for words, but to be able to see that spark and like, wow, like it's funny. It's really funny to be able to describe something like that, because if you are in this industry of helping people and you're able to see someone who has something special and then being able to impress themselves by how that something special can really be put inside of a rocket and then be put out there and thereby light a lot more hearts. That's just something really beautiful. And and again, it's this continuous seeing this process in a lot of different people in a lot of different ways that really kind of mesmerizes me and feel like, wow, it's really, I don't know, it's a blessing to be able to do something like this and to be able to help in that way. But also, it consistently reminds me that whatever it is that you put your mind to, you can achieve your dreams as long as you believe. The moment that you believe, the moment that you know that this is what you will achieve or this is what you want, and especially the word no, the moment that you know that this is the thing that you're about to create, that is the moment that you're actually going to create it. That's the moment when everything starts changing around. And yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. I must say, 100% in honesty, this has been my least eloquent video in a long time. But I guess it doesn't really matter, um, because I hope the message lands. And I hope you guys will be able to see that it is truly special, like what we as people are capable of doing. And it is a pity as well that not only do we possess the power to be able to create a lot, we also possess the power to tell our mind otherwise if we're not aware of it. Meaning that even though as we come into this world, we've got the magic inside of us, and as children, we have this purity that make us limitless throughout upbringing, throughout school, throughout society, different things that you go through, somehow along the way, a lot of the time, we tend to put chains upon ourselves and we less and less believe in our capabilities. And that can lead to the other side of the devastating power of our mind, as to meaning that sometimes we feel like we can't do things anymore, and we feel like we have been through so many different situations that have kind of confirmed our limiting belief, that we feel like we can't, right? And I don't know if you guys know about, there was this recent video by Prince EA about Houdini, and how basically they put him inside of a prison cell and he was supposed to break free. But they basically did it in a way that the prison never was actually locked. But Houdini, he was then in the conviction that it was actually locked, and therefore his mind made him believe that he was really, in a way that he couldn't actually escape anymore. Whereas actually the door was just open, and because he didn't think outside of the box, because his mind was so strong that the mind actually closed it. And so, like the saying that I've been saying for a lot of different times in my video, which I don't know by who it is, but it's absolutely true, is that whether you believe you can or you can't, you're 100% right. And so, even though this is a message that we all know, even though whoever is watching right now, and there's a little bit of a delay on my side right now, but even though we know it, doesn't mean that we are absolutely convinced of the fact that you, on the other side right now, can allow this knowledge to change it around. And today or tonight or whichever time you are watching this, I really do hope that you realize that whatever it is that you want to achieve in your life, you've got everything inside of you. And you will achieve it the moment you start believing in it. Don't underestimate yourself. Every single thing that you want to achieve, whether it is in wealth, whether it is in relationships, whether it is in your health, whether it is in creating more freedom, whatever it might be, put your mind to it, put your heart to it, put your emotion to it. And the moment you really put yourself in that situation and you can feel it with all senses, that is the moment that the reality is there already. And if you can hold on to that in a positive way, and you can tell yourself positive things in terms of I'm able to achieve it, even if you do not have the exact skill set to be able to do it, if your mind is certain of it, then circumstances will start to shift such that perhaps you meet the person with whom together you're able to do it. For example, business partnerships. This is a very, very simple, though not always easy principle. But I do hope that today or yesterday, but especially today, you will start believing in yourself in that sense. And if you will, comment below and say, I will. And if that's the case, then even the funniness of this video is worth it 100%. Because again, whatever you want to achieve in your life, the moment you start believing in it with full conviction, that's the moment that it's going to happen. So it's totally up to you. So don't underestimate yourself. If you think this video was useful, by all means, please feel free to send it some love. Also, if you think that anybody needs to hear this message, then feel very free to share it or to tag someone below. But most importantly, make sure to implement this in your life, because the moment you do, that's the moment where you start seeing things happen and you feel like, wow, is this really possible? And then you start saying like, yes, it is possible. And then you can create more and more and more beautiful things in your life and in the lives of your families, the lives of your loved ones. And everything will just become very, very happy. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I catch you guys tomorrow. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a special day. And I'm going to introduce you guys to that superstar that I've been blessed to work with today. And he'll share something about the very super, super good talent that he possesses to be able to put a spark into this world. So, guys, thank you so much. And I catch you guys tomorrow. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you guys. There you go.